Look, guys. Honestly, just wanted to know. Well, this is serious. This is really serious. So, I've realised that I have been grieving like crazy recently on the never-ending changing of my life. And you can stay in that zone sometimes, but you do need to shove yourself out of it now and again. For example, with children, or with any relationship. You know, the second that just went has just died, right? And if you have children, their younger selves die. Like sometimes just like within a split day. They're like taller and they're gobbier, and like I never will get my little children back. And I will never be able to go to that person that I was in that present moment and make that person realise fully what they're taking for granted or what they're not taking for granted, or just being in that and I do, you know. So just make sure you're in the moment, because you can lose the moment by not being in the moment. And I was in the moment a lot when my kids were growing up. It's not what I'm really getting at. It's just that there are moments of your life that are dying continuously, no matter what age you are. Sometimes you're on a massive growth spurt and enjoy those growths, but there are still it's all at the same time. So, you know, just be aware that nothing ever stays the same for long. Yeah, that's really all I was trying to do. You can take moments where you're looking and analysing exactly what's happened yesterday and the day before and then what's happening tomorrow, but nothing is ever going to change the fact that it's always changing. So, you know, whether a grandparent's died or whether someone's just been born, there is always going to be a difference to yesterday. Like, my gran is now old, but I will never get back my bouncing 50-year-old gran that was singing in the car to Celine Dion, and I nearly want to cry over things like that. That's what I mean. I'm very intense about death right now. I'll never get back my 10-year-old daughter with the goofy teeth and her, you know. It's just I'll never get back me and my partner walking to school together when we were 15. I was walking. God, I've lived a small life, I tell you, because I haven't lived a small life. It's been big, and I'm still living. I'm not dying. But my 13-year-old, I went to get braces sorted yesterday, and I can't drive, so we have to walk everywhere. But it's okay. I live in a small town, but I was she goes to the same school that I went to, and I only live a few miles down the road from that school. Oh, it's just crazy. And the same lady who's actually is a legend, right? She's actually a legend. Like, you might not, there's legends and then there's legends, but the same lady that was the receptionist when I was at school 17 years ago is still the same receptionist lady now, and she's got like this London accent, and she's got a curly, like, natural perm. She's just like the most beautiful lady, inside and out, and knows every child. Even now, I was at like a presentation evening for awards with my daughter when she was in year 7, and the receptionist was given a special reward for all of her hard work for, 40 years, whatever. But yes, yesterday I went to pick up my daughter, and I went to that school with my partner that I'm with now, and we got together in that school by accident. Oh, it's just like, and she still remembers us so well, because we were naughty. I used to just live down the road from school, the other side of the school. Now I live on the other side of school, but when I was at school, I lived just like down the road. And we used to jump over the fence and that at break time and lunchtime, so we could go home to, whatever. And but basically what I'm trying to say is that I was walking past my old house yesterday, where me and my partner, when we were like 14, used to jump out of my window at night and go around being crazy. Just, you know, just like all the memories of every year and everything. Now I am bouncing down the road, taking my daughter back to school, carrying her rucksack. And I felt the embodiment of my 14-year-old self, where I just there, walking back into school, and how I felt it for a second, and I tried to latch onto it, and it was rare. And I just felt like, when I felt like I had everything ahead of me, and I still have, but like, God, and just to think I was walking my beautiful, beautiful 13-year-old daughter back into that school. God, I just the amount of overwhelming of love that I have felt, you know, like I just, you know, and, you know, honestly, no Hawaii holiday would ever beat that feeling of accomplishment in my, you know, yeah, just take each time that you ride through a decade, take it and see what you've done. And I bet, even if it's big or small, to you, inside or out, oh, you know, feed your heart. Before I had my children, I'm not going to go into too much of one now, you know, but I haven't always felt loved. And I'm dealing with a lot of, do you know when you think you've healed all your inner child stuff, and they keep hitting you in the face? But I'm doing good. And I bet you're doing good, even if you don't think you're doing good. But you are. So yeah, basically it was about, just if you're grieving over a dead one, or just know that you always had the moments. And even when someone's still alive, you're never going to get back those moments, but you've had them, you know, and they're there. They're in your heart. They're in your heart forever, each moment. And don't miss too many moments, because I tell you, you could literally miss a moment and you'll never get it back. And that's the bummer of life sometimes. It's when you miss those moments, you never get them back. But you'll always learn from it. So cheers. And honestly, I might actually have to share it, because last week I was like really moody, and I had a blocked face and coldness, and I was slagging my children off. So I will put that video up later, just to show the comparison of how intense it was for me last week, and how much it's lifted for me today. And a lot of it is to do with bloody hormones, because like the silly contraceptive pill I'm on only gives me a full-on period every 6 months, but it's like full-on. And I was just so shaky and wavery, and like just couldn't get my breath. And this is how I used to feel a lot when I was pregnant or breastfeeding or a teenager. So that's probably the difference between being male and female, is those hormone levels. Women, all right, women, I know where you are, who you are, I mean, yeah. But I was just like whiting over the thought of my door ringing, and I'm a lot better today, you know. So just, if you are in those moments, do what you can in those moments, and just, they will pass. I was very productive in those moments, mind. Yeah, my house is pretty shiny right now, because I've had lots of people in. And, you know, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. But yeah. So the Halloween's over, and so is the 5th of November. And remember, Guy Fawkes, you know, he tried and he failed, right? But, you know, but yeah. All right, guys. So, got your back. Like, that's what I say. We've got each other's backs. It's my thing at the moment, and we're going to carry on. All right, but yeah, last week I was just I'm real moody. I should have done, if I didn't want to do more videos, like, well, I'll put up a couple of my weird, but it won't probably. I don't know, but you know, and I know, and it's all good, guys. All right, so just remember this. Cheers and bye.